Hi, survivors. It's me, Purple Zam. I want to ask y'all something. Have you ever been on a roller coaster ride? You know, like those really fast, scary roller coaster rides, and they just going real fast, and then they go up, way up top, and then they just keep you there for some seconds, some long seconds, and then it just drop, and it's like your heart about to bust out of your body. That's what this next year about to be. Put on your seatbelt. And I'm a very optimistic person. Very optimistic. Try to stay positive 99.9% of the time. And I say that because we're not all perfect. And we do have flaws, including myself. But sometimes things pop in our mind that shouldn't. And, we can't control that. We now learn how to control. And then sometimes people may say something to make you mad. And you may just say something without controlling and containing yourself to think of how to articulate that in a way where you're not so offended and they're not so offended. But I just have to tell the truth. That's just what it is. They lining everything up now. I just told y'all about the laws that they're trying to introduce and establish in New York. 9 times out of 10, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, all this stuff that has been happening in New York, we would have never imagined that anybody could establish something like what's going on. Allegedly with these mandates, allegedly with all these people, businesses have just gone. Most of these smart men, it's not the same. I was telling somebody the other day, man, I miss how New York used to be. They had all these great restaurants, these mom and pop restaurants, and the people that could really cook, like really cook. They out of there. They didn't survive that whole lockdown. We would have never thought of that. We would have never thought of, oh, you're gonna fire police officers, firefighters, doctors and nurses. I'm saying allegedly, but that's really what happened. People that we need in our communities. They're gone. Most of them are gone. And we're in the midst of a pandemic. I would have never imagined the powers that be telling you that you got to go and get something inside of yourself, no matter how it affects you. And because you don't get it, now you're deemed not only a health risk, but you're going to be deprived of everyday things that people are supposed to do. Like God said, if you don't work, you don't eat. You're going to be deprived of a job. You're going to be deprived of going in a grocery store. You're going to be deprived, allegedly. You're going to be deprived of going into your favorite restaurant. We would have never thought these things were going to happen. It has happened. And it's happening right now. So if y'all think these laws that these Democrat states and cities with these Democrat politicians are not going to go in effect, I don't know what kind of world you living in your head. I truly don't. And I don't know why you're listening to videos like this. Next year is not going to be anything to play with, y'all, especially the beginning of the year. Look at patterns. Look at patterns. Patterns repeat themselves. Look at the patterns of what they do. They introduce these things at the beginning of the year. Last year in Texas, we came in with a Texas winter freeze. As soon as these people that's in leadership now got into office. In February, froze the whole state over, allegedly. The first 2 months of the year was the worst that I could think of ever in my life. Look at these patterns. You want to survive? Pay attention to the patterns. All they do is repeat itself over and over and over, even with history. Look at it. So, I'm just here to relate the message. I'm not relating the message and not taking the actions myself. I've already taken a lot of the actions, and I still do. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more growth in survivalism. It's an everyday thing, especially nowadays when we have to really, really be serious about being self-reliant. And when I'm saying being self-reliant, I'm talking about having to think that you may not even have shelter over your head. How you going to survive? Having to think that you're going to have to go out to the woods in order to survive because of the powers that be and how they allegedly, things may be sprayed into there allegedly and all these things. If y'all really want to hear what I really feel, y'all have to go to my Patreon page because I've been censored quite a few times on here and I don't like being censored. So I have to really be watchful of what I'm saying on here. But there's so much information I know. There's so much I feel. And all the time, everything I feel, it never steers me wrong. Everybody around me tell me I got some kind of power to see things before it happened and to feel things that's going on. And I've been having this ever since I was a kid. So if you want to really know, and I'm not trying to tell y'all that to have to spend $1, $3, I'm just telling you the truth. Because that's the only platform that's allowing me to speak the way I want to speak. I'm also on BitChute, but even with BitChute, I've had to, some of my videos had to come down because I'm just so raw and unfiltered. So Patreon is the only platform where I can just genuinely speak how I feel and what I see. And a lot of things are what I know. You guys, take survivalism seriously. We're living in the end times. We truly are. But a lot of us can survive it if you truly want to. A lot of us won't. It's about to be very, very, very crucial out here. Way worse than what we've seen in the past 2 years, allegedly. I'd like to thank Grandma. She said she's going to send me some coffee. I'm not used to people giving me nothing. I'm not used to getting things unless it's by, the child I birthed into this world. You know, a lot of y'all know my story. I know I raised myself because my mother's been sick all my life and my father's deceased. And it's not no sob story. We all have a story to tell. So I had to raise myself and street people had to raise me. And then I was adopted, not legally, but by a family for a couple of years. And then it became overwhelming for them because they had their own children. So I was back on my own. Basically, I'm just saying I'm not used to getting nothing from nobody. That's why I'll never ask for nothing here. I'm here to relate a message. So I thank those who want to send me money through Cash App. I thank you guys because I'm not used to getting anything, and I have my Cash App information in the description box. And I thank those for saying that they want to send me things to my mail. I really appreciate that. I wasn't even expecting it. I came on here, because I don't like what's going on in the world. And God tell me to do something, I just move. I just do it. A lot of people say I'm bold and brave. I don't care. I don't care. I feel like they're trying to get rid of us all anyway. My life has been so complicated and so hard. God allowed me to survive all this time. If I didn't die for all the stuff I done been through, being motherless and fatherless, and outcast and all this. I mean, what do I really have to be afraid of? I will put my P.O. box in the description if you guys want to send me something or, and all my other information. I really, truly appreciate it. But you guys, brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. This is going to be the hardest fight of our lives. Even a strong person, a tough person like myself. Put your seatbelt on. Don't let them catch you off guard. They'll catch you off guard when you're most vulnerable and where you least expect it. Watch this world. Watch the weather. Smell your water. Boil your water before you use it. Don't let that weather catch you off guard. Please subscribe to Weatherman Plus. He always give accurate information, y'all. And he let us know way ahead of time before your local meteorologist would. Please follow me on my other platforms and keep surviving. ZanHero.com.